Only 9 exist on the entire planet. And no, this isn't about whether your bank account is big enough. Because when this machine arrived, even people with insane money couldn't just walk in and say, "I'll take one." Imagine having enough cash to buy mansions, private jets, and entire supercar collections, and still hearing, "Sorry, not happening." Welcome to the Lamborghini Veneno. Lamborghini built this car for their 50th anniversary, then apparently forgot they were supposed to stay sane. Think about it. Most companies celebrate with cake. Lamborghini celebrated by creating something that looks like it escaped from the future. And when it launched, this monster carried a price tag of around $4 million. But your brain probably hears that and thinks, okay, expensive. No, let's translate it. That's luxury mansion money. That's garage full of supercars money. That's the kind of money where your accountant starts sweating before you do. And today, things get even crazier. Because cars this rare don't usually get sold, they disappear. Locked away in private collections like hidden treasure. So here's the real question. If someone handed you unlimited money right now, would you choose one Veneno or an entire army of Ferraris and Lamborghinis? Now this is where reality starts breaking. The exterior looks less like a car and more like somebody gave Lamborghini designers access to military technology. Look at the front. Those razor-sharp lines don't even look friendly standing still. The huge air channels, aggressive carbon fiber body, insane side profile, and that massive rear wing, it doesn't look designed. It looks weaponized. And here's the wild part. That giant wing isn't screaming for attention. It's trying to keep this thing glued to earth. Because every vent, every angle, every sharp line exists for one reason. Speed. Now imagine opening those scissor doors and climbing inside. Suddenly, the outside world almost disappears. Carbon fiber surrounds you everywhere. The racing-inspired seats hold you in place. The cockpit wraps around the driver so tightly it feels less like sitting in a luxury car and more like sitting inside a fighter jet that somehow got license plates. But now we reach the dangerous part. Under the hood sits a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 producing around 740 horsepower. But forget the number for a second, because horsepower doesn't tell the whole story. Picture yourself pressing the gas pedal. Not flooring it, just pressing it. And suddenly it feels like the road starts charging at you. 0 to 60 happens in under 3 seconds. Top speed goes beyond 220 miles per hour. At that point, you're not really driving anymore. You're having a conversation with fear. So let me ask you something. Would you actually push this thing to its limits? Or would you keep it hidden forever and stare at it like $1 million piece of art? If you're loving this level of insanity, hit that like button and subscribe, because cars like this are exactly why people become obsessed with machines. Now picture this. Imagine Mr. Beast getting a call saying, "Congratulations, you can buy a Veneno." Sounds crazy, right? But here's the crazier part. The question isn't whether he could afford it. The question is whether one would even be available. Because when something becomes this rare, money starts losing arguments. The Lamborghini Veneno isn't just fast. It isn't just rare. It's what happens when Lamborghini completely stops acting normal and starts building madness on 4 wheels. If this beast deserves a spot in your dream garage, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Only 20 exist in the entire world. And no, this isn't one of those cars where rich people casually walk into a dealership and say, "Wrap it up, I'll take 2." Because when this machine showed up, it looked less like a Lamborghini and more like something that accidentally escaped from a military base. Welcome to the Lamborghini Reventon. Now imagine this. You're standing in a parking lot full of Ferraris, Bugattis, and McLarens. Pretty crazy, right? Now suddenly something rolls in, and people stop looking at everything else. Not because it's louder, not because it's faster, because nobody's even sure if it's a car. That's the kind of effect the Reventon had. Lamborghini didn't build this thing to play safe. They built it after taking inspiration from fighter jets. And honestly, they may have taken the assignment a little too seriously. Most companies build cars. Lamborghini built stealth mode with wheels. When it first launched, this monster carried a price tag of around $1.5 million. Now your brain probably hears that and thinks, okay, expensive. Not quite. That's private island vacation money. That's a garage full of luxury cars money. That's the kind of money where your bank account starts asking questions. And here's the crazy part. Today, finding one is harder than finding a celebrity in economy class, because cars this rare don't usually sit in dealerships. They disappear into private collections. So here's the real question. If someone handed you unlimited money right now, would you take one Reventon or build your dream garage with 10 different supercars? Now let's talk about the exterior, because this is where things become ridiculous. Look at those sharp lines, that low stance, the aggressive nose, the giant air intakes. Everything looks like it was designed by someone who hates curves. Even the paint had military inspiration. The gray finish looked almost like a stealth aircraft sitting on a runway waiting for takeoff. And the crazy thing? None of it was built just to look cool. Every line had a purpose. Every vent had a job. Because speed was the mission. Now imagine opening the doors and climbing inside. The cabin doesn't feel soft and luxurious. It feels serious. Carbon fiber surrounds you. The gauges look like aircraft instruments. Even the dashboard feels like it belongs in a cockpit instead of a road car. You don't feel like you're sitting in a Lamborghini. You feel like someone handed you the controls to something dangerous. And now comes the fun part. Under the hood sat a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12, producing around 650 horsepower. But numbers don't really explain what this thing felt like. Picture touching the gas pedal, just a little, and suddenly the engine screams like it has personal problems. 0 to 60 happens in around 3 seconds. Top speed pushes beyond 210 miles per hour. At that point, you're not really driving. You're hanging onto a rocket with license plates. So let me ask you something. Would you actually drive this thing every chance you got? Or would you protect it like a priceless piece of art? If you're loving this level of insanity, hit that like button and subscribe, because machines like this are why car people completely lose their minds. Now picture this. Imagine Mr. Beast walking up to a Reventon and saying, "I want it." And the company goes, "Sorry, Jimmy, not this time." Sounds ridiculous, right? But here's the crazy part. The question isn't whether he could afford it. The question is whether anyone would even sell it. Because when cars become this rare, money starts losing arguments. The Lamborghini Reventon isn't just a supercar. It's what happens when Lamborghini looks at reality and decides reality isn't crazy enough. If this beast deserves a spot in your dream garage, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Lamborghini isn't just making another supercar. They're making a statement that screams into the future. This is the Lamborghini Revuelto, the first ever hybrid V12 from Lamborghini, designed to obliterate expectations and electrify your imagination. Raw power meets cutting-edge tech. Is this the moment Lamborghini finally redefined what a modern hypercar should be? Lamborghini could have played it safe with their traditional V12. They could have stuck to the tried-and-true naturally aspirated formula. But instead, they fused the old soul with hybrid madness. With a 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 combined with 3 electric motors, it produces 1,001 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and acceleration that will make your brain question reality. 0 to 60, around 2.5 seconds. Top speed? Over 217 miles per hour. And with Lambo's signature angular, aggressive design, the Revuelto looks like it jumped straight out of a sci-fi comic. And while other brands are slowly tiptoeing into hybrid territory, Lamborghini chose to scream, "We're just getting started." If you've been following insane hypercar releases this year, you already know what it feels like to see something truly extraordinary. Like the Pagani Huayra Tricolore. That car rewrote hypercar aerodynamics, brought Formula One-inspired tech to the road, and reminded the world that Pagani still plays in a league of its own. The Revuelto channels that same energy, a fusion of emotion, tech, and pure chaos. Inside, it's pure focus, digital displays, advanced aerodynamics, and a cockpit that feels like it was built for a pilot rather than a driver. Luxury is present but secondary. This car is about connection, speed, and adrenaline. This car isn't for casual buyers. Chris Hemsworth fits perfectly. Bold, powerful, and larger than life. Mark Zuckerberg makes sense too. Obsessed with innovation, technology, and doing things no one else can. And Lewis Hamilton. No explanation needed. The Revuelto is speed incarnate, and he's all about pushing boundaries. So tell me, which of these would you see sliding into the Revuelto first? The biggest strength of the Revuelto is its perfect balance of old-school V12 drama and futuristic hybrid tech. It's rare, it's fast, it's Lamborghini through and through, and it's exactly the kind of machine that makes automotive history. But it's also brutally expensive, maintenance will humble your bank account, and practicality is, well, laughable. This isn't a daily driver. This is a collector's hybrid masterpiece designed for those who want to feel history in motion. The Revuelto doesn't just race. It announces itself. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe for more elite hypercar stories, and comment below. Would you embrace the hybrid roar? Or stick with pure gas power? Because some legends evolve, and some legends refuse to compromise.
Imagine you're standing in a dark underground garage. No sound, no crowd, no engine noise, and then suddenly, a glowing futuristic monster slowly emerges from the shadows, like it escaped straight from the year 2100. That's the Lamborghini Terzo Millennio. And honestly, it makes normal supercars feel outdated overnight. Because Lamborghini didn't build this to impress people. They built it to terrify the future. Now think about that for a second. Most car companies spend years trying to make vehicles practical. Lamborghini looked at practicality and basically said, "Yeah, we're not doing that." Because this machine wasn't designed like a normal car. It was imagined like a weapon. And the craziest part? Lamborghini actually partnered with MIT to help create it. Which basically means this thing carries enough advanced thinking to make your smartphone feel prehistoric. Now here's where it gets completely insane. There is no traditional V12, no roaring gasoline engine, no normal hybrid system. Instead, Lamborghini imagined an all-electric hypercar built for a future that barely even exists yet. But don't imagine something calm or silent. The Terzo Millennio feels like electricity learned aggression. And visually, this thing looks illegal. Every surface is sharp enough to cut through air. Massive aerodynamic tunnels run through the body. Glowing accents give it an alien presence. And the rear end looks like a spacecraft preparing for launch. From some angles, it doesn't even look street legal. It looks classified. Now imagine this pulling up next to you at a red light. Would you even glance at your own car? Probably not, because the Terzo Millennio doesn't just steal attention. Now here's the part that sounds almost unreal. This car was designed with self-healing carbon fiber, meaning the material could theoretically detect small cracks and repair itself over time. At this point, you're not buying a car anymore. You're buying science fiction with headlights. And the scary part is, even as a concept, people still obsess over it like it actually exists. Because deep down, everyone understands the same thing. The Terzo Millennio isn't just showing Lamborghini's future. It's showing what happens when engineers stop respecting limits. Now imagine owning this. Would you actually drive it? Or just lock it inside a glass garage and stare at it like a dangerous piece of art? Because honestly, parking this next to a Ferrari or Bugatti feels unfair. Those cars look expensive. This one looks impossible. And let's be real. If Bruce Wayne existed in real life, this would already be sitting in the Batcave. Not because it's practical, not because it's comfortable, but because it looks like technology, money, and madness all fused into one machine. The Lamborghini Terzo Millennio isn't just a concept car. It's what happens when Lamborghini asks one dangerous question: what if the future wasn't ready for us? If this futuristic beast deserves a spot in your dream garage, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
This car was designed around a fighter jet cockpit. It has only one seat. Yeah, a single driver's seat, making it the ultimate solo hypercar. And here's the insane part. Lamborghini built this as a concept that would cost over $3 million if it ever went on sale. Now imagine sitting in this thing, surrounded by raw carbon fiber, aggressive angles, and an engine that honestly roars like it's alive. Welcome to the Lamborghini Egoista. This isn't just a concept car. This is Lamborghini's extreme statement, a one-of-a-kind beast made purely for adrenaline. Every line and angle of the Egoista radiates pure aggression. This is not merely a car. It is a true work of art on wheels. The body is covered in carbon fiber, reducing weight and delivering that unmistakable fighter jet precision. The cockpit canopy is not just for show. It actually envelops the driver like a fighter jet, enhancing focus and excitement. Lamborghini did not design this car for practicality. They created it to push the boundaries of automotive imagination. Underneath the dramatic body lies a 5.2-liter V10 engine similar to the Gallardo Superleggera, but tuned to perfection. Power, roughly 600 horsepower. In a car that weighs just over 1,500 kilograms, it's insanely reactive. 0 to 60 miles per hour? Around 3.5 seconds, but honestly, don't focus on numbers. Focus on the experience of being one with a solo hypercar. This is raw, analog thrill, no autopilot, no driving aids. Every corner, every shift, every acceleration is personal. Step inside, and the philosophy becomes clear. You are the car. There's a single carbon fiber seat, minimalist controls, and analog gauges. No infotainment, no distractions. Just pure focus, pure connection with the machine. The Egoista isn't mass-produced. It's a one-off concept built to showcase Lamborghini's extreme design DNA. Price? Not for sale. But if it ever were, you'd be looking at over $3 million. Every line, every detail, every angle is hand-finished. A collector's dream, an extreme hypercar statement. This car doesn't just accelerate. It commands respect. It's not about comfort. It's about connection, control, and adrenaline. Every throttle input, every steering motion, every vibration is amplified. This is driving for purists who want total immersion. The Lamborghini Egoista, a one-seat fighter jet on wheels, extreme, untamed, unforgettable. Could you handle being alone in a hypercar this extreme? Comment below. I want to know. And if you want more wild, rare, and insane cars, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and I will see you in the next one.